What's up, guys? Hey, I am at Buffalo Wild Wings getting ready to take on their Blazin Wing challenge. I have to eat 10 Blazin Wings within a 5-minute time period. I can't drink, I can't wipe my face or my hands. I have to clear the bones according to their standard, whoever's judging. If I do this, this is a pay to play, but I do get a sweet bandana. I get some ice cream afterwards, obviously, to cool everything down. But let's see how I do. So without further ado. What's up, guys? So I want to do a video in honor of my dad. What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Hey, working on the flip house today.
When they ask me how I did it, I say God taught me. When they ask me how I'm winning, I say God taught me. When they ask me why I'm different, I say God taught me. This my time to get it. God taught me. When they ask me how I did it, I say God taught me. When they ask me how I'm winning, I say God taught me. When they ask me why I'm different, I say God taught me.
3, 2, 1.
What's up, Mateo Challenge family? Hey, back at it. This is one I've been wanting to do now for a minute. So the Buffalo Wild Wings Blazin Wing Challenge. I did this like in my early 20s at the same location, and they used to give out free t-shirts, and it was sweet. It had like flames on it. It was like, something Blazin Wing Challenge, but it was pretty nice. But ended up consolidating, decluttering before we moved, and it was one of the things that I made a trip to Goodwill on. But you guys can see here, I'm hammering through these pretty quick. Looked over at the waitress. I was like, hey, how'd those look? Because, obviously you can't get every gristle off this. I mean, you could technically, but don't judge me. I'm not a professional. These probably didn't get, bone clean, but they're clean. This definitely isn't one for the faint of heart either. So if you are critiquing, go try it yourself and then come back at me. But no, I'm teasing. But yeah, I wanted to. Temperature. This one was really hot. Wanted to go back and do this one. Like I said, you could see it wasn't necessarily the spice. I mean, obviously these are hot. These are Blazin Wings. You know what I mean? Like, anybody says that these aren't toasty is a liar. Or a freak, either one. But they were smoking hot, the chicken was. And so the waitress saw me kind of tearing up, and I was like, no, it's just because the chicken itself was super hot. But there was definitely some involuntary sinus relief. Not to get too disgusting with it here, but I couldn't wipe my hands or my face until after I finished. So either way, this is kind of a nasty one. But I tried to keep it as clean as possible. They set me in the corner. Nobody puts baby in a corner, but they did put baby in a corner, and that way it kept me out of the line of sight of everyone else just trying to enjoy their meal. And kaboom. You guys see there? Yeah, I decided that I was going to collapse my phone, so I stopped the clock on this just so whenever the phone picks back up, you'll see the true time of what it actually took me to finish this, because I didn't take a bite during that whole time. I waited until the camera was set back up to take another bite. That's the reason why I paused and then restarted the time. So my official time on this, you guys will see here in just a minute. The waitress came around. The manager obviously stood there. She watched me just to determine whether or not, obviously it was a valid challenge. But she came around, and the waitress was like, how many you got? And she realized I only had one wing left. And she was like, wow. And then she went out and was like, woo, and cheered. But so that was kind of nice. I had a fan base. I don't typically have a fan base, but hammered through this one. Ended up defeating it. I got like 1,000 points, 1,000 Buffalo rewards points. I got a bandana. They don't give out the t-shirts anymore, but I got a bandana, and they gave me some vanilla ice cream to settle it all down. Not that it really helped, but it was delicious. Hot temperature-wise.
Yeah.
But it's killing me.
Yeah, plenty of time.
Official time on this is going to be 3 minutes and 59 seconds. I forget what I do this in,
1
but
minute, 1 second.
3:39.
Good job.
Mm-hmm.
So about 20 seconds it took to pick the phone back up, but pretty good for an amateur.
Do you mind pushing that?
See y'all the next time.